positive. But we're going to get to another story. I've been following the Project Over, Ghost Recon at Insider Ubisoft here. And, for Tom Wyves Guillemot's company. And I had reported a few weeks back that they had cut some features in order to try and make beta for November. Someone asked a question, push for November have anything to do with their 25th anniversary? No, the beta push for November has to do with the fact that they're crunching. But I'm looking at their calendar. Sources sent me their timeline and scope evaluation and what was specifically cut. Rescheduled features is a feature called the Camp Jammer, which is like an area of effect for your camps within the game. And then a hostage, something that involves freeing hostages. These features are needed for solo missions and could be used as well for operations. Initially planned post-alpha, it was reintegrated to the backlog. Cut features. Proximity mines in the game were cut. We're supposed to be in there. And then a feature called a workbench, which from what I understand was supposed to be, customizing weapons and tools and all that stuff. That feature seems to have been cut from the game for now. And then features planned, but not for day one of when they get to beta or alpha, which they still haven't gotten to yet, despite beta being pushed for November. The ability to, or hostage situations where hostages could be executed by NPCs, NPCs shooting from vehicles through windows, and then cryptocurrency, which would be a new currency within the game to buy things.
No, they're standing up another NFT storefront, man.
Who knows what that's going to be? But they'll be able to use military credits instead of cryptocurrency, whatever that is. But the things that were cut were proximity mines and this workbench feature. So,
which is nuts because there must still be some way to customize weapons in the game.
I was going to say, is it just going to be base weapons? Like, what are you going to do?
Because Ghost Recon and weapon customization goes back, man. That's what was it like when Future Soldier came out and there was that huge thing about you'd have like 1 million weapon combinations or something.
Yeah, and we'll see what that workbench. My guess is that it'd just be a reduced version of what they had.
Yeah.
That's probably, it's still going to be in there, but it's going to be reduced. But that was sent to me. It's not a big update, but when I see these types of documents and sprint documents, I think, people should know. Know.
The proxies aren't that deep. Proxies piss me off, to be honest with you. You enter a room and all of a sudden, boom, and it's like, oh, okay. So I kind of get that, I guess. Right. But
Bouncing Betties, man.
Thanks to Mike Straw for the updates on last night's podcast at Insider Gaming. There's quite a few interesting updates that leads me to ask questions about the project over dev team's creative direction. The Camp Jammer was noted to be a rescheduled feature, meaning it will be added at a later point. You might remember that Ghost Recon Wildlands had this device at enemy camps. Sometimes you couldn't use a drone on an enemy base because the drones would be electronically malfunction. We know from previous leaks that you have a headquarters, but it appears that you might be able to customize what equipment you might have at your headquarters. This is all speculation based upon leaks from the Ubisoft dev. Notice Mike didn't use the singular for camp, but he actually said camps. We might see a combination of the bivouac system in Breakpoint and the HQ huts in Wildlands. It also sounds similar to Metal Gear Solid 5, but you manage several camps it seems. Second thing that I found interesting is not necessarily the hostage mechanic. We've seen this in Wildlands and Breakpoint in various scales and missions. But one thing Mike reads out is that the hostage mechanic is needed for solo missions and quote-unquote operations. I suspect the cooperative mode is called Operations, and it might be that there is a strong emphasis this time on tactical cooperative gameplay. Mike also mentioned that the workbench feature is cut for now, and my initial thought was disbelief as that's a core feature in any shooter. But for the sake of making it into beta, and there must be an internal beta criteria that the devs must follow, it might be that they just want to cross the alpha and beta line so they can begin refining the game for release. And this eliminates our speculation that Ubisoft are planning anything for the 25th anniversary. This team is really on crunch time, refining features and bringing the game into a playable state. In terms of what features are removed or not for the sake of passing into the beta, I don't feel too concerned because they're still in the developing stage. The main feature I would like to hear an update on is the permadeath feature, but the fact that it wasn't mentioned, it just might prove the noob feed leak in May to be true, and perhaps the devs have moved on with other mechanics and features for the game. There was mention of an in-game military currency. Whether it's an NFT or not, it doesn't bother me, and I'm sure it's just an in-game currency. As long as we get the game, that's the main thing. Modern gamers tend to outcry over every new thing. I don't think it's a big deal. The dev team are in crunch time in refining the basic features that we've seen in Wildlands and Breakpoint. I've said this so many times in my videos, for people protesting to have third person in the game, that it's just not practical, and this proves it to be the case. That's pretty much it, Ghosts. I suppose from now to the end of November, we will be hearing updates on the development of beta and hope Ubisoft doesn't cancel the game. One last thing I'd like to mention is I don't know if you guys noticed, but there is a small minority that's keeping Ghost Recon alive, especially in the modding Ghost Recon Breakpoint community. There aren't a lot of YouTubers covering this game as it used to be. I had one guy reach out to me about the Ghost Recon Definitive Edition information that's been out this year, giving the sentiment that I should wait for a big YouTuber to cover the news, or to question if information on a public store is correct. This and that and this. It's very weird and very annoying. I post what I want, whenever I want, using public reports and the latest information out there. If you guys like the content, that's all I care about, and guess what? I like my own content too, because we don't get a lot of people covering Ghost Recon.
I just want to say from the bottom of my heart, I'd like to take this chance to apologize to absolutely nobody. The double champ does what the he wants.
Spotting another tango. Tango number 3.
I'm getting a position. I've got the target. Unidad bird approaching. Stay down. I got one narco.
Tell me where.
At the checkpoint.
Call Pakatari for some reinforcements.
Copy. Be right there. We copy, Kumpa. Someone's headed to that position.
shooting these fuckers. Got it.
Balas, balas, sí, tengo balas.
Taking fire from the checkpoint. Get the fuck down!
Yo, rally up.
Copy that.
Siguen por aquí.
Oh shit, here they come. Contact! Front of the warehouse! Looks like they're settling down over there. More of these assholes just pulled up.
Frag out. Get some.
Fuck! Sniper! That truck's hightailing it out of here.
Shit, man down.
Wilco. That tango's down. Bad guys are going the wrong way.
Rally on me.
Copy, moving.
Frag out. Coca stock destroyed. Let's move on to the next. Fucking hell! Good shooting. Let's clean up and move on. Frag out. Get some. Target down. Gotta hit the last stock.
There might be some intel around here.
Man down. Just hold on to your shit. Man down. I got you, man. Just hang tight. I'm heading your way.
Frag out. Come en mierda, culeros.
God damn.
Got eyes on a coca stock here. Frag out. There's been $10 million worth of coca leaves in those stocks. That's gonna hit Madre Coca where it hurts.
Thanks for watching Where Tactics Are Always Applied. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Stay frosty. Eagle eyes out. God bless.